Stress in children is very difficult to identify, and it is also more difficult for children to say when they are stressed. This is because they do not have the right words to express how they actually feel when they are stressed. When a child is under constant stress, it doesn't only affect their mood, but it also affects their brain development. It disrupts learning, it weakens their immune system, it leads to depression, anxiety, and aggression. It makes it difficult for them to function well in relationships with other people. So, where does all this stress in children come from? Welcome back to Life Skills Hacks, your number one platform for everything parenting. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through some of the common sources of stress in children. And mostly these sources, they go unnoticed. As a parent, we are not able to understand that these are sources that can actually lead our children into stress. But I'll walk you through these sources in this video. The first source of stress in children is school. Yeah. So your child goes to school every day, right? That is a source of stress. So in school, there is a lot of stuff that goes on there. Your child requires enormous energy to sit through the structured learning processes. And when that energy is used up, they become tired and they have to deal with friendships at school. You know, there is a lot of bullying going on. The child must test exams, assignment, all these things can lead to stress for your child. The second source of stress in children is family issues, constant quarrels at home, parents quarreling with each other, children quarreling among each other. That is the source of stress. And even when there is separation, divorce, there are conflicts at home regularly. This affects your child. It's a source of stress. The third source of stress in children is lack of routines. If your child is living in a home where there are no structures, there is no predictability in rules, there is no clear limits and boundaries, then your child can actually develop stress out of that. The fourth source of stress for children is lack of sleep. Sleep revitalizes the body. So if your child stays all night long, sleeps late, the next morning they will actually have to get up very early and go to school. It's a source of stress, and you have to make sure that as a parent, your children sleeps at the right time so that they can wake up early and be prepared for the next day's activities. The last source of stress in children is social media. Lot of pressure, screen use. Children will rather want to be engaged in screen than go out and play. So when they are on screen, they use up a lot of brain energy, and withdrawal of that only produces stress in them. On social media, there is pressure from how they should look out. Pressure from being part of a group, pressure of being able to acquire certain skills. A lot goes on social media platforms. This is a source of stress for your child. So as a parent, be conscious about these sources. Okay? When your child comes from school, know that your child could be stressed. Okay? And it is important that when you understand these sources, you will be able to meet your child accordingly. Hope you have learned something from this video. Kindly share, like, and subscribe to my channel for more on parenting tips. Catch you in the next video. Bye.